Well, the first place I'd like to start is if you are an applicable large employer. If you are an applicable large employer, you may be recently receiving an IRS notice regarding the penalties under the shared responsibility provisions. If you do receive this, it's because it relates to whether or not you offered health insurance in the prior calendar year, and if you did offer it, if it was considered affordable. First things first, do not panic. I've had clients in the past admit to me that if they somehow just pretend the notice is not there or don't even open the mail, that it'll just make the problem go away. But please, do not panic. Then, once you do open the notice and you've not panicked, then it is important to look at what you filed for the prior calendar year. To look at what you filed and see if there's any computational or mathematical issues that need to be addressed, and maybe even file a corrected form. Then it's important to look at what the true penalties are, to look at your actual circumstances and evaluate to what degree, if you do owe a penalty, how it's truly calculated, and then to compare that penalty to what the IRS says in their notice of assessment. The most critical thing, but also the most complex and confusing, is to evaluate to what degree any transition relief items may apply to your scenario. Again, this can be very complex and very confusing, but the transitional relief items that are out there can potentially remove some or all of the penalties that the IRS is assessing. And then lastly, once you've done all this, once you've evaluated the information that you filed in the past, once you've determined what true penalty there very well may be, and once you've evaluated if there are any transitional relief items that may exclude the penalties altogether, then you can comfortably, with your team and your game plan in place, respond to the IRS notice. Many of the provisions within the Affordable Care Act are very complex and confusing. CRI happens to have the experts in this area, so for any of these questions regarding technical and transition relief items that may be applicable, call CRI.